to meet one of our close relative who had been discharged from the ICU, recovering. His son brought him back to the home and gave the best environment of caring, loving. All relatives from our village and Lucknow and Kanpur coming and meeting him. It's quite heartening to see that he was recovering very well. The atmosphere of the hospital with best of the care was not good enough when it comes to a loving atmosphere given by the children or the family members. My friend, when we went and met him, while talking, I realized that love is healing. Love is a fire, my friend, in whose devouring flames all earthly ills are consumed. Love of beauty and of all lovely and wonderful thing is simply indispensable for our growths. Love brings reverence and a sense of transcendence into a personal love and indeed into all the aspects of our life. Just adding one factor, love. We all have a compulsion of our nature, but we can cultivate this factor and become better and realize that love is healing. These days, even science have not only discovered but proved beyond reasonable doubt that love is healing. You meet any child psychologist, they will tell you, all these child psychologists, those who are wrangling over the scheduled versus demand feeding, basic problem of all child. When they spanking versus non-spanking, grooming, another common problem for child. All these child psychologists, they have found that none of it makes much difference as long as the child is brought up, given a loving environment or ambience, or simply the child is loved. You meet any sociologist, they have found love the answer to delinquency. All those people who are suffering from any kind of mental disorder or stress or problem, you try and give them the atmosphere where they are heard, they are listened, they are giving the care, the kind of love they need, even more they expect, and see the difference in their chance. Far too many cases I know they have improved and improved pretty fast. You meet any criminologist, they have found it. The answer to the crime is love. Lot of criminals, hardcore criminals, they are brought back to normal life in a mainstream just by caring and giving a loving environment. My friend, love might be called the soil in which the loved one grows. It enriches him without limiting or restricting him. Love is basically a giving operation. Though we often think of it talking. The love of a person, my friend, it does not imply the basic mistake we all do, and very oftenly seen. It does not imply the possessing the person. It means granting him or her gladly the full right to his unique humanhood. Having space for everyone, that's what loving is. Not superimposing your views, your thoughts, yourself on somebody else, especially the surrounding, the family member, the children. One does not truly love, yet seek to enslave by bonds of dependence or possessiveness. My friend, to love a person implies caring for and feeling responsible for his or her life, for the growth and development of all his human powers. People believe, common belief, that nothing is easier than to love. It's a big misnomer, fallacy, I say. But on the contrary, I feel while every human being has a capacity for love, its realization is one of the most difficult achievement. A man may think he loves his wife, or a lady may think that he loves her husband because he or she is handsome or beautiful, talented, and competent. My friend, I feel this is not love. This is simply it's approval of a companion and nothing else. Love depends not upon the attributes of the love object, but on individual ability to love. This ability, my friend, can be cultivated, and we all must ensure that it is cultivated in ourselves. It does not always come naturally. The only way to love, I feel, is by example. By cultivating our own capacity of love, we teach those around us to love. Children must receive, my friend, love in order to give love to others when they grow up. If they are deprived of love, they developed a very unique, a very difficult attitude, and they keep displaying all the life, making everyone, so many people's lives miserable. We do not love even our children, my friend, I feel, simply because we feel that we protect them and provide for them. Even the animals does that for their young. The actual test is, my friend, to what we must understand and realize that to what extent do we affirm our children as people. The real test is how much do we respect their individuality. How much we help them grow independently instead of smothering and possessing them and superimposing our views and depriving them the kind of space they must need for a growth of a perfect or a reasonable good human being. I've been telling very oftenly in my talks and otherwise when I speak to people that our global future depends upon the number of mature individuals we can produce. People capable of love. People capable of approaching the problems of our changing world as love people, not hate people. The present environment is very, very dicey. There are far too many things happening which are not visible and ultimately divisive and dividing people, spreading hatred. मेरे दोस्तों, छत दुआ देगी किसी के लिए जीना बन जा, डूबता देख किसी को तो सफीना बन जा, जिंदगी देती नहीं सबको सुनहरे मौके, तुझको अंगूठी अंगूठी मिली है तो नगीना बन जा. Accept the fact there is no other thing which heals best than love. Love is a real healer. Thank you very much.